Yo, what's up? This is content creator Jay back with another video, and it's a cold day in Dallas. It's kind of sprinkling out here, and I just got my package delivered. It beat the final boss. Hopefully, I gotta hurry up and go to the house and pick up the package and come back to the shop to operate the store for daily operations and business. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I got my Kobe sales in from the Nike SNKRS app. The last dub I had on there was the Midnight Navy 4s in a grade school size 6.5. And a size 9 in the Kobe sale. So I'm really excited. I hope it beat the final boss, which was UPS, but hopefully it did. Hopefully it's there. I'm gonna go pick it up and bring it back and unbox it and show you the shoe. Just got home. Package is here, hidden. Shout out to the UPS worker for doing his thing, because people do steal packages regardless of if they know what it is or not. Secured in hand, and I'm ready to unbox this and show this shoe to you guys. So the package is secure, and the first few clips that you just watched of me talking about going to get this package has been like a week. But here we are, and we're gonna talk about the Kobe 6 Sale All-Star Weekend 2.0. I think that's the technical name for it, but I just call it the Kobe Sales. And this was a must cop. When I saw it online and saying that it was gonna be dropped for All-Star Weekend, I was like, I gotta find a way to get this shoe. I think I'm confident to come around it this year. I built up my Flex accounts because typically Kobe's get priority for Foot Locker and selected Nike stores and boutiques, and I know for a fact where I'm at, the Foot Lockers get them. There's 3 locations that get them, which is Parks, Townie Small, and Redbird, and I was confident enough to know that I'll at least get a pair. And the funny thing was that I used the head starts. I used 24 head starts. I spent 24,000 points to get 2 of these shoes. I actually hit 3 pairs on the Flex app, but I wasn't able to pick up 1 pair because I hit 2 at 1 location, and then I hit another pair which was too far for me to want to go get it. And luckily, I hit on the SNKRS app. I haven't entered a draw in years. The last time I won a SNKRS drop, I don't even know if it was a SNKRS drop. I can't recall. I think it was like a restock. I think it was a Midnight Navy 4s. I hit a youth size 6.5 grade school. And that was 2 years ago. I think it was the restock. I don't know if it was on the Nike app or the Nike SNKRS app. I can't recall. But I think that's the last time I won anything on the Nike app that was like of substance, so to speak. I woke up in the morning. I was like, okay, cool. Let me try my luck on the SNKRS app. Like, I was not expecting to win. I entered. I was driving to Nike Dallas at North Park. Because I figured they would do first come, first serve, which they did, which is this pair right here in particular that's still dead stock. And as I was driving there, I got a drop down notification as soon as I hit the highway to get to the mall of my Chase account getting charged $205.68. That's how much it costs, full retail price after tax. And I was like, oh shit, I hit. I was like caught by surprise. Like, there's been a lot of shoes that have released. I just don't go for it because I have my account so built up on Flex that I'd rather just go get them the day of release in hand instead of me having to wait for the product. Unless it's like a product like this, I'm willing to wait for it. It's worth the wait. But if it's a product I could just, it's more feasible to get, then obviously I'll just go the Foot Locker route or in-store route. A lot of sneaker releases have been sitting, but we're coming towards the end of February and we're closing in on the month. And there's gonna be a lot of good releases in March, I believe. And we'll get in that after we unbox this pair that I won in the SNKRS app, which was another pair. As you can see, I won 3 pairs. This one for me was a 3-pair minimum, and I was lucky enough to get 3 pairs for below retail and retail. So yeah, let's unbox this package right quick. I had it for a week. It's been sitting in its beautiful carton that Nike ships out the product. So yeah, all right, I got lucky. I actually opened it on the size tag label. And as you can see, nothing crazy, a typical Kobe box. The recent releases, even the Kobe 8s have this box. As you can see, I got reverse scrunches that dropped, I think 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. These are still dead stock. I haven't worn them yet. The box is the same. I even have the Mambacitas right here. As you can see, these are worn. The box is the same. I don't have the box with me. It's at the house. And then, as you can see, obviously right here too, same box. And these are actually worn. So I actually wore them the day that they dropped. I put them straight to the feet. This was the Foot Locker pair. The box was damaged. So I was like, all right, this is the perfect candidate to put to feet. So the first day of I didn't see anybody wearing this the day of release. I was the only one wearing it from what I saw locally. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and proceed with the unboxing. And boom. This is the Kobe 6L All-Star Weekend 2.0. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not too sure. I think that's the technical name. And yes, this is overkill. Why would I need 3 pairs? I don't know, it's a sneaker thing. I think it's dumb, but for this particular model, I really wanted 3 pairs. I don't know, white and black shoes look really good, especially on this silhouette. I mean, I would consider it sneaker of the year. I know we're only about to be 3 months into the year, but I would argue this is potentially sneaker of the year. I know people are arguing about the Band 85. I personally think it's an ugly ass shoe. The shape is ugly, the leather looks terrible, it looks stiff, it looks like an Air Jordan 1 mid. You see all these guys raving and reviewing the shoe. Some people got seeded pairs from the Jordan brand, which is, in my opinion, obviously going to be a biased review. It's not going to be really objective. I mean, honestly, I deal with leather all the time. I run a boxing store. I know good quality leather from bad quality leather. I've learned about leathers. There's different grades of levels, and they're not even clarifying what type of leather that was used on the shoe. To me, it looks terrible. People are saying they're uncomfortable, but it's weird. You know, Jordan retros always get a pass regardless of the comfort. It's like any other shoe gets canceled immediately. Oh, I would never wear that shoe, it's uncomfortable. I wouldn't recommend it, but Jordans always get a pass. Jordan 1s, I remember people raving about them being one of the most comfortable retros, and I don't wear Jordan 1s. I don't really care for Jordan 1s. I'm more of a 3, 4, and 11 guy, but I do appreciate the silhouette. It is the one that got it going for all of the other retros, but I don't know, I don't gravitate towards it. And when I did wear it, the first pair of Jordan 1s I got was the Shadow 2.0s that released like post-COVID, and they were uncomfortable. I thought they were uncomfortable. They look good, but uncomfortable. And a lot of people saying that the Band 85s were extremely uncomfortable until they had to wear them for like a week or 2, which is, I think, is ridiculous. The price is ridiculous. The whole marketing ploy and how they went about that shoe was ridiculous. But you know, people are gonna argue that for shoe of the year. I wouldn't even consider it. I think it's garbage, it's trash. I don't like how they went about it. I understand, you know, you wanna do artificial scarcity to increase the demand for the supply or whatever it is. That's economics 101, so to speak. But yeah, man, enough of that shoe. This is the Kobe 6L. Like I said, this was a 3-pair minimum. As you can see, I'm not just a guy who buys this shoe and doesn't wear it. I have a worn pair of Montecitos, a worn pair that I wore on release date, and it's dirty from the outsole. The laces are loose, indicating that I did wear it, and I have 2 pairs that are dead stock sitting on ice. I can beat this one pair, hoop in this, and then I can have one to wear casually, and then I can have one on ice. That's the mindset behind 3 pairs to me, and most people, I would say, especially the 2-pair minimum. But I'm very happy about this purchase. I'm happy that I got that in the collection as well. And let's talk about other releases for March. I'm gonna go through the ones that I kind of remember vaguely in my mind. So the one that I'm really excited about, and I don't really get excited about tier 0 product, there's 2. The Union Jordan 1 that's dropping on the 28th, I believe, which is this week on Friday. That shoe is a beautiful shoe, I'm not gonna lie. The combination between the Shadow and Chicago, it looks amazing. The bottom looks like I'm not gonna lie, the bottom of the Chicago, which like completes like 3/4 of the shoe, looks like a lost and found. And I like the lost and found, surprisingly. I'm not a big fan of the vintage look, the distressed look, but it looks good on the lost and found. And I feel like they just recycled that look onto the Union, and then they put a shadow on the 1/4 of the top of the portion of the shoe. But I think it looks good. The only thing I don't like is that light blue stitching that's tethering the shadow to the Chicago. I wish they would have did a different color, but then again, that's the whole Union theme behind it. The Storm Blues had the same thing where it had like, I don't know if it was, I don't think it was blue, I think it was like yellow stitching. I wasn't a fan of the first launch of the Union Air Jordan 1 High OG drops. Not a fan, but this second set that's coming out, the Shadow Chicago, is fire. I think it's better than the Storm Blue version. But I'm probably gonna get flack for that take. But then again, I'm not a Jordan 1 guy, but I do have exceptions for certain colorways. and I'm not a big Union guy either, but that one is fire. I heard Nike's gonna do a instant got 'em, but I think that was exclusive for All-Star Weekend in the Bay Area. I don't think they're gonna roll that out to the U.S. marketplace. But there's rumors going out there, or maybe all these guys who are bigger in the influencer space for sneakers are just creating clickbait content. I'm not sure, because I was talking to a friend. I'm an ex-coworker of the brand. He's an ex-coworker of the brand, and we're kind of more tapped into how Nike structures their launches and releases. And I think it was just an exclusive thing they did for the Bay Area to beta test it. But if it's true, that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna give people the opportunity to buy shoes that they could never win on the sneakers app, because we see so many people complain about never winning shoes. I kind of gave up on the sneakers app. I literally was not entering shoes, even like shoes that I could flip if I could potentially win. Like, I was sleeping in. Like, I don't care. Like, I'd rather just enjoy my sleep than wake up and then be on edge about if I won a shoe or not. Now I just enter a release, put it in my phone in my pocket, and if I hit, you're gonna hit. There's no need for you to be over your phone thinking it's gonna help you win the shoe. Like, it's all random. It's an algorithm in place. It's a random selection. If you hit, you hit. You don't, there's more likely you're not gonna hit when it's a more sought after release like a Union Jordan 1. But I'm really hyped about that shoe, and the old heads are gonna be really hyped about the Flu Game 12s. I have my cousins who are in their 30s, going on to their 40s, I believe, that hit me up because they know I can get shoes easy. Like, hey man, can you give me the Flu Games? Can you give me the Flu Games? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can. It's a GR, I think. But yeah, man, I'm just prioritizing shoes that I really get excited for. So the only shoes that I'm excited for from March and these upcoming releases, like I said, is the Union Air Jordan 1 High OG, Chicago Shadow, and then the Brick by Brick Nigels. That's gonna be a crazy shoe. I think that shoe is probably a contender for shoe of the year in my opinion. That shoe is just amazing, from the details, the color. I don't know, I think that's his best shoe. The Jordan 1 Nigel gets a lot of hype. That looks like looks like a piss yellow shoe. I remember that shoe getting a lot of hype and rave. I thought it was the ugliest shoe I've ever seen. It looked like, it was terrible. I think it's ugly. The Air Jordan 1 Low that he got to release, I've seen a concept. That looks pretty nice, but that Nigel 4 is fire, and it's gonna have the new construction built, so it's gonna be more comfortable. I'm hoping to get that shoe released too. That's coming out in March, I believe, too. So I think those are the two biggest releases. I'm trying to think of another release aside from the Nigel 4s, Brick by Brick, the Union 1s. There's another release, I think. Oh yeah, the Midnight Navy, no, the Navy SB4s. That's a cool release. I'm just not a navy colored guy. I don't really like navy base colored retros and silhouettes entirely unless it has like a USA theme behind it, like the Kobe 7 gold medals. That's one of my favorite Kobe's ever. I've never had a chance to get that shoe because it was like a House of Hoop exclusive and a Nike tier 0, tier 1 product. So whenever, I don't know if Nike Dallas got them, I think they got them, but that shoe was super limited. I'm pretty confident it was. That's the only shoe that I like that has a hint of navy. The Midnight Navies were cool, but not enough for me to want to go get them. The Military Blues were fire, but not enough for me to want to get them. But yeah, man, that's a cool shoe. So if that instant sneakers got them thing is true, you know, you will have one in the barrel ready to be copped. You have a bunch of good options. You got Union 1s, SB Navy 4s, and Brick by Brick by Nigel. So those are 3 top releases coming up. And I think out of those 2 of the 3, you can argue for sneaker of the year. It's all preference at the end of the day. I would argue this, to me, maybe sneaker of the year. I have it as the #1 contender. But I can see the Nigel Brick by Brick being sneaker of the year too. But if we're gonna talk about a more feasible and a more obtainable shoe that has more right to be sneaker of the year, I think it's gonna be the White Cement 4. It's gonna have the Nike Air on the heel, restructured, built 4, which is more comfortable, more durable or whatever, higher quality, I guess, so to speak. It's gonna have the pine green build, basically, SB4 pine green. So that arguably would be probably sneaker of the year. You can even argue the reimagined metallic 5, black metallic 5s. I really wanted that shoe, but I didn't have the budget to fit it in to my sneaker comps. But yeah, man, this concludes the video. This was an unboxing of the Sale Kobe All-Star Weekend 2.0s, and I wanted to just showcase other Kobe's that I had in the 6s. And I'm also excited about the Kobe's that are coming out later this year. The orange ones, the total orange ones, I think those are fire. And keep in mind, I'm not an orange base colored fan of shoes, but it looks good on the Kobe. I want those. I'm excited about those. Leave a comment down below on what shoe you're excited to cop. I'm very excited about the Nigel Brick by Brick 4s and the Union Air Jordan 1 Shadow to Chicago, or Shadow Chicago. But yeah, man, let me know in the comment section down below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.